I'm a Gowan artist. This week we're going to talk about sketchbooks. We've done doodling the last couple weeks, and doodling, as we know, is a fun way to relax and to give your mind a break. It also helps you remember things, and it just helps you be more creative. And the fun thing about doodling we learned was that you don't need to worry or pre-plan what you're doing. The whole idea is just to have fun and see what you can make using different lines, different materials. So the perfect thing to have to go along with doodling would be a sketchbook. Now, in art, sometimes I do with my older kids, especially with fifth graders, make a sketchbook every year just to keep in the classroom. And for that, I just use a folder and stick paper inside it and staple it. You can decorate the cover. And just keep it in here for if you get done early with an artwork or want to sketch out an idea, you can just keep it all in a nice book, and then you're not wasting paper or you won't lose it and throw it away. Sketchbooks come in all different shapes, sizes. You can buy them. Some can be very expensive. You can just make your own, which we're going to do today, but I want to show you a couple different ones. This one I ordered off Amazon, and just to show you that they come in different ways, and it's just a binder spiral, and it's plain paper inside that an artist can use to just doodle and sketch or do whatever you want in it, but then you have a nice place to keep your artwork. I've noticed some of you have sketchbooks and do your artwork every week in the sketchbook, which I think is awesome. And because I've seen you use it, you can also just use a notebook if all you have at home is a lined paper, like a regular notebook. That's always fun. You can do all kinds of fun things with your sketchbook. So this is one you can buy. This is another one that I bought and I keep with me. I keep it in my school bag if I have ideas or journal. And we talk about sketchnoting. Sometimes I draw pictures in it. This is just a simple one that I bought with a cover, and it also has staples in it. I'm going to show you how to make one today, and with paper that you might have at home. I'm also going to attach a second video with another art teacher showing you how to make a mini sketchbook, which is kind of fun. If you want to choose to do that, you can, but I would like you to try to make some type of sketchbook to show me this week. One simple way to make one is to take some paper, and this is just plain printer paper, and I just took, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. I didn't even do that many. And stack them neatly, and I'm going to fold them in half. Let's put this down a little bit. So I stacked them. I'm going to very carefully fold them. And by doing that, I all of a sudden went from 6 pages to 12 because now I've got 2 for each one, and it creates like a book, which is pretty cool. And then I got 2 pieces of construction paper, and I just used some that I had. I didn't want to waste any, so I just went to my scraps and got a couple pieces. I'm going to measure up to make a little cover. At this point, I could staple on the side. I could also try to punch some holes, which I'm going to try to do with a hole puncher, depending on what you have at home. This might be a little hard. Oh, it did work. So I'm going to try to punch to see how many I can get here. The more paper you have, of course, the harder it might be because it's thicker. So we'll see if it's going to work. I'm going to pick these out a little bit. If you don't have a hole punch like that, you might even have a 3-hole punch that you could do and punch them in. Or ask your mom and dad if there's something you have. Or like I said, you don't have to even punch a hole. This is just another idea inside of a staple. And then you can tie them together with yarn, or I have this is kind of raffia, like a straw string that I thought might be fun. So I just went ahead and grabbed this, and I'm going to fold this in half a little bit to make it a little fun, and I'm just going to put it through the holes. Now, if you're going to do this, you want to make sure that when you tie it, you're not tying it super tight because you still want to be able to open your sketchbook. And if it's too tight, it might be hard to do without bending it. So I like to have a little bit of flexibility. So I just put this through and I'm going to tie it. But again, I told you I was going to leave a little bit of space here so it's not super tight. I'm going to go ahead and knot it, but you could do a bow, whatever you like. I'm going to knot it to try to make it a little bit of a fun design. I'll show you. So I'm tying this, making sure I've got a little space, not super tight. Make a knot. And then I could cut these a little shorter when I'm all done. But it's holding it together really nice. And then I'm able to gently open my sketchbook up and begin drawing and sketching whatever I want. You could do, just try to think of anything, something you see in your room, or just automatic drawing or doodling like we learned in the video last week. It's your special sketchbook to put your thoughts. You could make a story. You could do anything you want, but then you have a place to keep it nicely. So you could start a sketch and you can come back and even add to it later. And you can use whatever materials you want to. And then you can decorate your cover however you want, for whatever purpose you want. You could put your, my idea book on here, my art sketchbook. On mine here, I've got I brought a couple markers here. Maybe I'll just do this. I'll just write Mrs. Arnold's art sketchbook. And then I could definitely go back and decorate it and make it real fun, because I want it to be a special place that I enjoy and that I want to come and put my thoughts and hang on to it and make it really nice. So that's one idea. You can make a sketchbook by folding papers in half and making a cover. Another idea for a cover I was thinking too is I already took this paper and folded it in half like you're making a book. And then I had some extra paintings that I keep that I use for examples, and I thought this might be a pretty cover. So I could slide my paper inside there, and then when I can staple it, it can become a colorful painted sketchbook inside. So again, those are just two ideas of how you can make a sketchbook. You can also, if you want smaller pages or you don't have that many paper, you can go ahead and cut them in half and make smaller, because it's up to you. It's your sketchbook. So today I'd like you to make a sketchbook. You can feel free to do other materials that you might have at home. I mean, you can even see if you have wrapping paper or scrapbook paper, or make your own painting and design. Put it together. Attach it. You can do ribbon. You could do anything, staples. And then I want you to show me where you're going to put your future ideas and sketches. And like I said, I'm also going to attach an additional video of how to make a mini sketchbook, where that one you only need one little piece of paper. And if you want to add a cover, you can try that as well. So I can't wait to see your sketchbook and where you're going to put all your ideas. Have fun.